Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what are some signs that she's starting to like me like that? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because when I saw this title flash across my screen, I got like really giggly because it's so nostalgic of like when we're in school and like you're telling this dude that your friend likes him like that, or like you have to explain to some dude that you don't like him like that, or you ask a girl if she likes you like that. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear about these signs that we women give off at all ages across the board, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so y'all know me. I'm not a fan of you guys looking for signs. I'm constantly telling my clients that the second you start looking for signs is the second you give your power to her. Because if you want her, go after her. And I'm aware it's a lot easier said than done. However, it gets easier when you work with me because we help you guys build the tools to get you from point A, where you are right now without the women you want, to point B with the women you want. And it happens in a series of steps where you start to see in the women the signs immediately that we are into you and we're into this conversation. And how much more comfortable would you feel if within seconds of opening your mouth, you saw women light up, you saw them talking just as much, you saw them laughing at whatever you said within seconds? It'd be pretty encouraging, right? And that's where we get all our clients to be, is doing that as fast as possible so that you do have that positive reinforcement and feel so much more comfortable more and more and more as you meet more and more women. So if you know you want to have this effect on women right now because you're not necessarily getting this effect, book your call with me directly, jessicajdating.com/book. Let's talk about making it happen. Yes, I am doing these calls again because everybody was flaking on my cousin. So yeah, I guess I'll just deal with the dudes who get through and waste my time. But whatever, I'm here for you if you really want it, if you really need it. So I mentioned one of these things already, so let's get right to it. The first sign is that she's talking more than you. Now, I don't mean she's talking more than you because you won't stop asking her fucking questions, which is something a lot of my clients do, and we get them to stop doing that immediately. I'm talking about she's engaging as much. She's asking about you. She's offering personal information about herself without you needing to engage her. And the reason this means she likes you like that is because we want you to know us. We want you to have more of us. We want to be stuck on your brain when we're not in front of each other. So we will kind of overwhelm you with the things about us because we feel compelled to, we feel excited to, and we feel comfortable enough to. Which then brings me to the second one, which is giving more personal information about her. This one could not be, more evident in the workplace or even in school, is when we start talking about our deep down personal stuff, like our relationships, how we feel about certain things, what we look like when we're not around. Again, this is us trying to give you more of a feel for who we truly are so that we can get to feeling your penis inside our puss thereafter. Which then brings me to the third one, which again, I already alluded to, which is she seems more and more comfortable around you. Now, a lot of people would argue that no, Jessica, this means you're in the friend zone. But I'm telling you right now, we would kill to have a guy in our friend zone because then we have that sexual tension of will it or won't it happen. It just so happens none of you ever make it happen, so yeah, you get stuck there. But getting to be our friend and getting us to feel so much more comfortable and so much more ourselves around you is something all of us want, not just women. So if you're noticing that she is starting to let her guard down, maybe she's dropping more F-bombs when she doesn't normally, and of course touching you more comfortable to touch you. This just goes to show that she no longer has walls around you and is now open to the possibility of the two of you together. Possibility. Sorry, it really bothered me that I didn't say that word right. And the fourth one, this is always a dead giveaway to me, is either she can't look at you or she overly looks at you. Now, a lot of you don't know. I told all my clients this, but I started working with a realtor and he was a man. Mind you, God, I hope he never sees this. He was not my type. I'm pretty sure I'm 20 years older than him. But again, not my type. But it just, because he was making schedules for me and negotiating for me and showing me all these wonderful homes, and he and I had to spend so much time together day in and day out, I started crushing on the boy. And I'm telling you, I could not look this man in his eyes. I couldn't fucking look at him. Bless him. I must have looked like such an asshole because I would not look at him at all. Because every time I did one of these. If you're noticing that she is not meeting your eyes, chances are she's trying really hard to contain the overwhelm of emotion that would burst out if she did look into your eyes. On the other end of the spectrum, she might not be able to contain herself at all to the point where she is only ever glaring at you and looking at you and she can't fucking stop. So again, it's usually one end of the spectrum depending on how a woman deals with her emotions. And yes, I clearly deal with mine by suppressing them. But whatever, I don't shit where I eat. Anyway, if you know you're not in a place where you're getting women to feel this comfortable and feel this open around you, book your call with me right now, jessicajdating.com/book, and we'll talk about making it happen for you in 90 days or less. Because this is what we train our clients to do, is to break down these walls that all of us women have when it comes to men. We have to have them. I'm so sorry. That's why y'all are so angry at us, because we have these walls. But imagine if you could break down those walls in one full swoop with just one sentence. This is where we get all of our clients. I just had another client email me this morning talking about he got 12 numbers this week. Like, my God, you talked to 12 people this week? That to me is more surprising than anything. And this is somebody who was terrified of approaching women, terrified of talking to women, and got way too nervous, was guilty of over questioning, but now he's at this point and he's since graduated for a couple months now. But this is something that started even while he was in the program. So imagine going your entire life not knowing how to get this down, and then in 90 days making it part of your muscle memory, where before you couldn't even approach women, or especially not women you were attracted to, and now out of nowhere you're filtering through the masses of women that you now have, where you get to decide who gets to be in your passenger seat. And that's what my program does, is it fills in those gaps by teaching you how to create connections as fast as possible and how to amplify that connection into chemistry, which is what most men don't know how to do. And I'll tell you right now, it's not finding things that she likes to talk about or having common interests or making sure she talks more than you by asking her a bunch of fucking questions that are actually annoying her. No, it has to do with what I talk about all the time, which is don't change who you are, change how you communicate who you are. So if you know you want to get to this place and you know this is you and you're fucking ready for it already, and summertime is coming and it's getting hotter and you want your love life to be hotter, jessicajdating.com/book. In the meantime, be on the lookout for these 4 things. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.